for the belt, Shane Ott, Carlton Haselrig.
Right, standing room only in here. Everybody is on their feet. Give me a prediction. I want to make a prediction on this fight before we go. What do you think?
I'm looking at these two fighters right now. I'm going to say that Shane Ott's going to end it in the first round quickly. If you asked me earlier today, I would have said the same thing about Haselrig.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm agreeing with you. I think Shane Ott is going to end this fight quickly.
And here we go.
The one thing, though, about Carlton Haselrig, we talked about it before, such a freak in nature as an athlete. He's one of those guys that can never really count out because he's just so athletically gifted.
Absolutely.
And blessed.
And in this sport, you know, that can just end a fight in a second. Now, he's shown his wrestling skills. I really thought that Shane Ott was going to come in here and
try to strike.
Exactly, yeah. And it didn't go that way. He locked up immediately.
Right. He kind of bull rushed him into the fence. He locked up with him. You know, Shane Ott, though, has been in there with some great grapplers.
You know, I feel like
he's going for submission. You know, Shane Ott's been in there with Roy Nelson, who's now the IFL heavyweight champion. He's an Abu Dhabi guy. He's a class grappler. That was a 3-round tough decision that he lost to Roy Nelson. So Shane Ott's been in there with some top grapplers, and Haselrig is right now in good position to possibly end this fight. He's in control. He's looking to push Ott up against the cage.
You know, if a 6-time All-American wrestler wants to take you down,
you go down.
You're going down. Wow, big right hand.
Another one. I think it hurt him also, and don't blink, folks, because Carlton Haselrig.
Ott rolled it to a leg lock.
And right to a leg lock, and that's just showing his experience. That's just Ott showing his experience as an MMA guy. You know, we saw in the UFC a guy like Brock Lesnar, who's a highly decorated wrestler, gets submitted by Frank Mir, who is a more experienced MMA guy. Haselrig, obviously a world-class wrestler, and Ott going for the submission here. Could draw parallels between the two.
Oh, he's got his back.
Haselrig going right back to what he
nice big right hands. He's landing those right hands cleanly on the side of Ott. I mean, this crowd is on its feet.
No, it's on its feet. I mean, we're all pressed around the cage. Another good right hand. He's got to watch him punch to the back of the head, though. I think he might have punched him to the back of the head, and Ott might be out. Haselrig working the body, working the head here, trying to soften him up. Shane Ott needs to get to his feet here. He needs to get to his feet so he can do some damage. He's eating right hands. Haselrig's been doing submission fighting for less than a year, around a year.
I mean, Ott's got to stand this up if he wants.
No, if he wants to survive this, he's got to stand this up.
I mean, he spent this entire first round on his stomach,
covering up his head. You know.
I mean, this crowd is more electric than I've ever seen any crowd.
It looks like he's going for possibly a choke here of some sort.
Again, this is a title fight, so these rounds are 5 minutes long. Ott's not really making a move to do anything.
He's not making much of an attempt to get out of this. He's trying to roll out of it, but again, they're kind of half-assed efforts. Well, those are two good punches that landed.
Meg.
Landing punches here is Haselrig. And they stopped it. Wow.
Well, I mean, people are rushing the cage.
Yeah, somebody just hurdled onto the cage. People are fired up. People are wound up right now. They're excited about Carlton Haselrig and his future career in mixed martial arts. I got to tell you, I'm very surprised. An IFL veteran like Shane Ott, a guy with a ton of experience, I'm very, very surprised that Carlton Haselrig was able to come into this fight and pretty much control the entire thing.
I got to tell you what, Donnie. I mean, Ott is still on the ground. He's just rolling over now, and he took a lot of punches to the back of to the back of the face. Although he's pretty front, maybe he was landing in the front. They just looked from our perspective that they were in the back.
Yeah, well, it looked like both. It looked like he was hitting them both ways.
He is bruised
up. Bruised up. He's beat up. Shane Ott is beat up at this point, and Carlton Haselrig very, very excited about his future here. Battle Cage Xtreme. You talk about a guy that's gone from rags to riches, the ups and downs,
right?
And back. Just facing all types of obstacles, his age, the fact that he had substance abuse problems for a long number of years, did some time in prison, and now he's able to go out and defeat Shane Ott, an IFL veteran, a mixed martial arts guy, and not just beat him, but dominate him. I mean, that first round was all Carlton Haselrig, and it was a domination.
Wow. And this crowd is going crazy.
These people are going nuts. They love Carlton Haselrig. A lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of fans for him. Shane Ott is up on his feet. He's disappointed. He wants to go over and congratulate Carlton Haselrig on a job well done.
Well, you know what? Our predictions couldn't have been any.
Couldn't have been any worse. But
I'm happy to see it though. I really am.
I've seen Shane Ott fight before. I've seen him fight in the IFL. I've seen some of his fights.
And is that uncharacteristic?
Very uncharacteristic of his abilities and his ability to fight and basically his whole game plan too.
Think he just got hurt?
Well, he got hurt. Yeah, I mean a couple of those fights. You know what? He might have thought he could overpower Haselrig, and that's why he initially bull rushed him into the cage. But when he found out he wasn't able to, Haselrig was able to take him down, and he ate some punches, and he was obviously hurt. I mean, Shane Ott was definitely hurt. But I would have definitely tried to keep this standing rather than bull rush him into the cage like he tried to do.
Don't blink.
Don't blink is right.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, 4 minutes, 9 seconds into the first round. Your winner by TKO, referee, stop it! Winner, Carlton Haselrig, USKA BCX heavyweight champion. Carlton Haselrig.
And there you have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of
Carlton Haselrig
Xtreme,
winning the fight, winning some championships, and these people are fired up.